Hey guys, so recently I made a video predicting about the June event and the Spectre's Arcana, and most of the predictions I made in that video turned out to be true. So I'm pretty hyped about this new event called the Nemestice. So in this video I'm going to talk about the Nemestice event as a whole and talk about some interesting things that I found about this event, the Ti10, and the event that is said to come after the Ti10. So without further ado, let's begin. In this video I'm going to talk about the Ti10 first and then move on to the Nemestice event, and you guys are free to skip ahead to the part where I talk about the Nemestice event if you like. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about the Ti10. This blog post says that the Ti10 probably won't be held in Sweden because they weren't given the permission to hold the Ti10 in Sweden, and they have tried multiple times to hold it on Sweden but they have failed. But it looks like they haven't given up on Sweden yet because they have sent another request asking them to reconsider, and so far they were unable to offer a resolution. And I think I know the reason why they are dead set on having the Ti10 in Sweden, and that is because Sweden is a Nordic country. If you guys watched the Great Confluence prediction video I did a while back, I said that the Great Confluence is going to be an update/event themed around the Norse Doomsday Ragnarok. So having the Ti10 in a Nordic country to reveal this huge update/event makes sense. However, because of this uncertainty of the Ti10 venue, they say they are looking to hold the Ti10 in another European country, and I think I know which country they might settle for. As I said before, they are aiming for a Nordic country, and there are 5 countries that are considered Nordic countries, and they are Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and of course Sweden. And all of these countries are also European countries, so I think it's going to be one of these 4 countries. And when I researched about the relative popularity of Dota 2 in all of these countries, I found that Sweden has the highest Dota 2 popularity out of the 5 countries, which would explain why Sweden is the primary choice for the Ti10. And the next in line is Denmark and Finland with similar Dota 2 popularity. And then we have Iceland and Norway. So this means the Ti10 is probably going to be held in one of these 2 countries. But as I researched further, I found out that Denmark was the first country to have an esports strategy. So Denmark takes esports seriously because it says here that they have taken a lot of steps to make esports a thing in their country. So I think the Ti10 might be held in Denmark, probably in the Royal Arena in Copenhagen, which is an indoor arena which is known to have a Nordic inspired design. This makes the Royal Arena a really good choice to reveal the Great Confluence themed around the Norse Doomsday Ragnarok. Although all of this is just speculation, I'm pretty sure that the Ti10 will be held in one of these 5 Nordic countries. Okay, now let's talk about the Nemestice event. So in my recent Great Confluence prediction video, I said that the event that is said to come out after the Ti10 would be the Great Confluence event, and I said that the event in June will act as a predecessor for the Great Confluence event, and now we know the event in June is the Nemestice event. And after seeing this event in action, I found more evidence to back up this prediction. So let's see what I found. Starting off, the Nemestice poster have a purple and black tone, which could refer to 2 things, and that is the Spectre's Arcana, which got released with this event, and it also might refer to Void Spirit, who is the hero who actually announced about the Great Confluence in the first place. Then we have the name Nemestice, which is made out of 2 words. The first part of the name Nemestice refers to Nemesis, which is probably a reference to the 2014 Nemesis Assassin event that brought the PS Arcana with it, while this Nemestice event brought the Spectre's Arcana. This shows that the Nemestice event is a continuation of the Nemesis Assassin event, just like I predicted. And I'll probably make a video where I talk about the Spectre's Arcana in detail later on, but in this video let's just focus on these events. However, the Spectre's Arcana does give us a small hint to confirm that the Nemestice event is a precursor for the upcoming event, aka the Great Confluence. You see, the name of the Spectre's Arcana is Phantom Advent, and the word Advent means the arrival of a notable person or a thing. This might refer to 3 things. The first is the arrival of the Spectre's Arcana itself, the second is the arrival of the Great Confluence event, and third is the arrival of the Ascendants that Spectre speaks of. And in the Great Confluence lore videos I did a while back, I said that the Ascendants that Spectre speaks of are also connected to the Great Confluence, and you guys can go check out that video to get the full story of this claim. But anyways, on top of that, I also said that the Great Confluence might be a Doomsday-like event, and this Nemestice event literally have meteors falling down, which is definitely a hint of the upcoming Doomsday-like event, which is the Great Confluence. And in the previous videos where I talked about these events, I predicted that meteors will fall down during this event, and as you can see, it came true. This is because the models of these meteors were found in the game files earlier on in this year for a spring event. So maybe the Nemestice event was originally supposed to be a spring event but got delayed. Anyways, the second part of the name Nemestice refers to the solstice, and there was a solstice on June 21st. This suggests that their original plan was to release this event on the 21st of June. However, they got delayed for some reason, because the blog post that announced about this event's arrival was posted on 22nd of June. I think this delay occurred because of all the matters they had to deal with about the Ti10's venue, which I talked about earlier on in this video. Anyways, now we know that the Nemestice event is a precursor for the Great Confluence and is linked to the solstice. So what if the Great Confluence update is going to be linked to the equinox? I mean, the solstice and the equinox are linked. just like these two events. And we know that the Great Confluence is the event that is said to come after the Ti10, and there's actually an equinox right after the Ti10 on September 23rd. So I think the Great Confluence will be released sometime around September 23rd. I mean, battle passes usually last around 3 months, and it lines up with the release of the Nemestice Event, which was released on the 24th of June, which is almost exactly 3 months apart from September 23rd. And they said that they will hold a battle pass later this year, which suggests that another battle pass will come along with the Great Confluence update. And if you follow this same 3 months rule, this means the Great Confluence battle pass will end on December 23rd. And here we get another interesting connection to the word Advent from Spectre's Arcana, because the word Advent is also used to describe the days leading up to Christmas, including the 4 preceding Sundays, and Christmas is just a few days away from December 23rd. So this means the Spectre's Arcana name also gives us a clue of when this Great Confluence battle pass will end. But the problem I have is that it says that the Nemestice battle pass ends on January 1st, 2022. So does this mean that the two battle passes will merge or something? Maybe, but I'm not really sure. But it's worth noting that the meaning of the confluence means the merging of two things. So maybe these two battle passes might merge too, but I don't know how they will merge these two battle passes. Wait a second, is this why the Nemestice battle pass have widely spaced out rewards, so that they can add more stuff when they merge it with the second battle pass that comes out later? Maybe, but I found something interesting that might help us get an answer. Like I said before, the Great Confluence is probably going to be an update/event that is themed around the Norse Doomsday Ragnarok. And there's actually a Norse winter festival centered around the winter solstice called Yule, and Yule bears a close resemblance to Christmas, where instead of Santa riding his sleigh with reindeer and gifting presents, they had Odin riding his chariot in the skies with the wild hunt collecting the souls of the dead. Plus there are accounts that say that the more ancient Yule celebrations is what was later changed into Christmas as we know today, and they basically say that Yule is the old name for Christmas. I mean, Yule even had a Yule elf called Tomte, and people kept food for this elf to eat. This is where the tradition of leaving cookies for Father Christmas comes from. So in a way we can say that both Christmas and Yule were two festivals that merged into one festival, and the Nordic people celebrated Yule to celebrate the end of the year, the return of the sun, and the completion of another yearly cycle of life, death and rebirth. This sounds a lot like how the Great Confluence will completely change Dota 2 by merging with Hon and starting a new era for Dota 2. And what's more is that Yule celebrations last 12 days, and it started in December 21st, which is very close to the end date that I predicted for the Great Confluence Battle Pass. And Yule ends on January 1st of 2022, just like the supposed end date of the Nemestice Battle Pass. And what's more is that Yule is also known as Yuletide, which sounds a lot like Dietide. And since this festival is a lot like Christmas, I think this second Battle Pass might be like this year's Frostivus or something, where they will merge two battle passes into one, which would explain why the Nemestice battle pass have less rewards, because the spaces in between might be for the rewards you get from this second battle pass installment. I'm personally really excited about all this, and it's very staggering to see how all of these predictions are seemingly starting to line up, but I guess only time will reveal whether all of these predictions are true. I actually found a really big clue that supports all of the claims that I made in this video, and that clue was so interesting that I thought it deserves a video on its own, and a video about that clue will be out soon, so stay tuned for that. Also guys, I found a bunch of interesting things about the Nemestice event, so I'm currently working on a bunch of Nemestice related videos that will be out soon, which also includes the clue video that I mentioned in this video, and all of those videos are closely interconnected, so I'm probably going to release them all together. So it might take a little bit more time to make all of these videos, so I'll probably be gone for a while, but I assure you it will be worth the wait. Also guys, I noticed that we are nearing 500 subscribers, so I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all, because I really appreciate your continued support, and these upcoming videos that I'm going to release together is sort of like a celebration for this milestone of 500 subscribers. So I guess I'll see you guys then. And that's it for this video guys. Let me know what you guys think about the things that I talked about in this video in the comment section down below. But till then, you guys can check out the other videos that I mentioned in this video if you haven't watched them yet, and I'll leave the links for those videos in the description box below, so you guys can check them out if you like. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.